Welcome back to In the Spotlight. I'm Shirley Lin. Today, my guests are Joseph Chen and Isabel Chiang. They're a husband and wife. And Joseph is a corporate consultant who mastered in psychology at University of London. And Isabel is a Asia area manager of Roche Bobois, which is a French, it is a French, right?
That's right.
A high-end furniture company. Okay, so we were talking about their marriage, about how you guys dated and then, became married. And then actually now you have an addition to your family, and that's a son called William. So he's now 6 years old?
Yes.
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 So that's a blessing for you. I know that you guys have been wanting to have a child. Well, you didn't try very hard. But the thing is that you were just telling me, Isabel, that actually it was after Joseph finished your college, your master's. And that's when you guys conceived William.
Right. That's right.
So I really believe that, if you're trying to have a baby, you have to go on a vacation somewhere or, something just to relax. If you're trying so hard, trying to have a baby, do something different. Go to a different place and all that. And it works. I don't know why, but it works that way, right? But anyway, and you guys are very happy to have William, who's 6 years old. And he had a little bit, well, actually, How long was it when you were in London when you had William? I mean, you were there for a total of 7 years.
Yeah.
So it was 3 years into being in London that you...
3.5. Because William, he was born there, and we came back to Taiwan when he was 3.
When he was 3.
So that was 3 years after. Yeah.
Right.
So it's about 3 years after we arrived in London and we had him.
Right. Now, I think, Joseph, you had a blog or something, WordPress. I don't know. I saw it on the internet. And there was a video of William sitting in a high chair and having his meal. Yeah. But I believe this was in London, right? This video. He was in a high chair, and you had a caption saying that you made, what do you call it? 油条. It's like what do you call it? A dough. Long deep fried dough kind of thing, which is a very Taiwanese thing. And I can't believe you made this in London, right? You made it over there, or you bought it. They actually sell them over there?
Yes.
They sell it over there.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah,
and also you made this 1,000-year egg with like meat porridge.
That's
right. Or
right.
it was just like congee.
Yes.
Which is also sold there?
No, that we made.
You made, right?
That's right.
Okay. And William loved this Taiwanese food.
It's right.
When I watched that video, I was going like, you guys were meant to come back to Taiwan. Because I can't believe that William, 3 years old, and having spent some time over there, he actually loved Taiwanese food more than probably, British, English food or something? I don't know. He was like, he had a bowl. Totally, like he was like trying to throw this whole food on his face.
I remember that.
Remember that video now, right?
Yeah, I think William's appetite is more, but he's more a British way. He likes sandwiches and also baguettes. More like Isabel.
Baguette.
Yeah, baguette.
So it's
French.
So now, but he likes half-half.
Half-half.
He can accept
a few things that's very Taiwanese.
Yes.
But in general, he's really more British. You can't believe that he can have sandwich for 3 meals a day. And he doesn't like rice. Even now.
Because I think that was first time he tried to experience. So everything is new.
Solid food.
Yeah.
We call solid food.
I get it. Oh, that was so funny watching that video. You should have seen him. You do remember that video, right?
Of course.
That was really cute. So what has it been like having William? And I know you both are very busy. 1 week maybe you'll fly, and then Joseph will be home taking care of William. Well, William is now in
nursery.
School. In nursery.
In nursery.
Yeah, right. And of course, they call it kindergarten here.
Yes.
Yeah. And then maybe the next week Joseph flies, and then you're home to take care of William. So that seems really tough. But how are you guys handling it? Is it okay? Is it working out well, Joseph?
I think quite well because both of our jobs require flying I need to go to China for some business trip, but Isabel in charge of Asia region, so she has to fly. But most of the time, apart from going business trip or abroad, we can stay together at home or the office we had in in Taipei. So it's quite good for us. We try to make a different parenting style. It's similar to back to UK. Because in UK, if you bear a child or you have a child at home, you try to get a work and life balance.
Okay.
You don't want to work always working. You want
But how do you do it? How do you do it?
You mean?
I mean, even like Taiwanese families, they try to balance between family and work, but it's always a tough situation. I mean, oftentimes there are a lot of conflicts between husband and wife over this issue. But how do you guys do it? You seem to be doing pretty well. I mean, how do you do it?
Yeah, doing well. Yeah,
A lot of communicating.
Quite well. But it's quite challenging because of our times. But we try to, you see, for example, when I was working in the company, it's very difficult to communicate it up, to ask boss to give me more time for looking after my son. But we try to do some negotiation. Saying my wife, because she's quite busy, if you can have, we can accommodate some, free time or some. I think negotiation is so important.
You mean between you and your wife?
Not just two of us, but also with communicate up with my boss. But you don't want to, be aggressive. Say, I want something. You probably sort of let them know your situation. The more you let them know how you want to cope with work and also family life, the more they want to support you. But I think most of the people, they just want to, ask, I want to have some, benefit. We don't want to, apart from, family, I work hard for company. So they can see both of us are working very hard. So they give us some, space for looking after the child.
But I've got a question here. I think Taiwanese bosses are very different, though. They think that work is more important. If you really want to take time off for family, they question you and they think that you're not loyal to the company. I think that's very different, don't you think? So how do you cope with that? I mean, I'm sure families here have discussed with you about this issue, and have you been able to give some advice? I don't know, Isabel?
So it's true, you are right that culturally, Chinese culture is very different from Western. In the UK, part-time job is very common. If you are parents, we can. It's very easy for us to negotiate 4 days a week, and then co-work with your husband and wife. That is not something that's special. Back here, I believe we all hope that this will come across
don't we?
to Taiwan or to China, that one day we value family as much as work. However, there is a long way to go from this point. We of course we understand. So first of all, I think we know our priority. That's why I had to quit my Taiwanese job in order to jump into a more Western organization, so they would understand and give us some flexibility. But for Joseph, I think he's really very good in negotiation. So he was able to really try very hard to make them believe that I can do as good as much as I can stay home, coming back home earlier. So I guess it's how you show to your boss. And unfortunately, if you don't have a boss that can understand what you need at this stage, maybe that's back to you, that what's most important thing in your life.
That is true. Yeah, that is true. So is that why you guys started your own, set up your own office, the both of you?
Company.
I find it hard. I'm sure some couples it works to work together, but others not so possible. So I don't know how you guys managed to work together in the same office, even though you work for different, bosses. But I mean, you guys have your own office, I know, in downtown Taipei, and it's a very nice office. But how How do you guys work together? I'm sure it's been working well, right? And actually, you do guys work very well together. What is the catch? What's the secret?
I think we need to know each other's strengths. Say, for example, I'm more outgoing, so I'm trying to reach out. And Isabel is more reserved, so for her, I think if she can do more logistic work, I think that would be good for two of us. But however, if I try to step in to her job, she got,
Yes, you're stepping over the boundary.
Exactly. So
Right.
we try to, just co-working is so important to know each other's strengths. So we try to leave each other for some space. You can, work together, or you can work something alone. Two of us, when we were stay in office, sometimes we just, I work my.
Right. You don't talk at all. You each do your own thing.
Exactly. And sometimes we have a discussion in the meeting room.
So you really do respect each other, like you know what her strength is, so that would be her job, and you never, 干涉. You don't try to meddle in it.
Exactly. Yeah.
But have there been times when you're not really satisfied with
Of course,
the
sometimes you have
result?
overlapping things, but you're
Yeah.
just trying to respect each other. But sometimes we have argument. Of course, when you work together and then at home.
Oh, and I thought you guys don't argue at all.
You do have argument. But
So
just
then
try
what do you
to
do? You just
listen. I think Isabel is a really good listener as well. As you can tell, I speak more. So strange, right?
You
as
complement each other.
Yeah, as a counselor, I should have listening more. But Isabel at home, different.
Oh, you're right. You should listen more. But I'm sure you're also a good listener too, when it comes to consulting, like a
Exactly.
patient or something. So I know your work involves a lot of talking, and how are you with your son when it comes to spending time talking with your son? Then,
As a trainer or teacher, I think it's been really hard to. Sometimes I have become, mixed feeling because at work you teach, you train other people, but at home sometimes you see 6 years old, she couldn't understand why and how you train him like cooperate. So we try to make like example. That's more important, I think, at home.
oh, I see. Do you guys have like a time with your son before bedtime or something?
Yeah, every day.
See, this is such a British thing. What's the thing to do? I don't know
meal
if
time.
Taiwanese parents do that.
Meal time is very important.
Mealtime.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys make sure. Hey, so now you have your own office. It's more likely that you would have meals together, which is good
Every
for
day, almost,
Yeah, and
yeah.
that's great. And so you cook every day.
If I'm in Taiwan, I
Yes.
like cooking.
Yeah.
Maybe it's also a British thing, I don't know. But I think it's so important that the kids can feel that, mommy is doing something, daddy is doing something, and as a family, he can put the plates on the table. Simple thing.
Oh, he
And
helps.
we can
Okay,
talk.
put the-
Yeah, and he
lay
wash
the
a little
table.
bit of his bowls and.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he can, talk about something that happened in the school. And I think we didn't have this when we were young. Like our parents
Yeah.
tend to be
No,
working
yeah.
hard, and so we want to create this kind of childhood for
Right.
William as much as we can. So it really shows that we focus on family, and we want him to enjoy this simple happiness.
That is really important because you both work very hard, but the thing is that you let William know that there's also time for him.
Of
No matter
course.
how busy your daddy is or mommy is, that actually, they have time for me
Yeah.
to spend time with me. Right. And that's when you put away your smartphones, right? Your
Yeah.
computers, your laptop, and you just only give him time.
We don't
focus
even
time.
watch TV at home.
Oh, you don't watch TV
have no
too?
TV,
Good.
yeah.
I think that's a very good start. Yeah. Well, William is really cute, a smart kid. So I'm
you.
sure you guys are doing well as parents.
Thank you.
But anyway, so what are your plan for the future? I mean, you have this office, you work together, but you both work in different fields. What's your future plan? I mean, it looks like Joseph now you're a planner. you know, you look ahead and you plan like 5 years from now, 10 years from now, what do you see together as a family? Are you planning to have another child? Yes. Yes, right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
it happens.
Okay.
It's not going to be out of plan, right?
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, what's your plan? Your dream, the kind of family that you want to have.
I think we're quite happy for now. But also, if God's grace, we can have bear another child, we'll be happy. Also, business-wise, we want to bring more, like positive psychology stuff or good leadership, communication stuff or training courses from UK to Taiwan. Because I think in Taiwan, we are so limited to experience, outsiders, good stuff. So we try to bring more good things into Chinese culture.
Oh, good. So is that working? What you're bringing in to help Taiwanese people?
Yeah, I think
Is it helping?
it does work.
Oh, that is
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
That is great.
We got lots of like Chinese students. They appreciate something they never heard before or they never learned before. Yeah, like something you never learned from the school. So we teach them how to think in psychological way, like ABC, stuff.
Yeah.
What's the activate event and what's your belief and what's the consequence. That's the psychological things, ABC. So we try to help them to change their mind and be positive and be assertive, not just aggressive, but also can make change.
I see.
Yeah.
So one last question. Was there any, was it harder to train,
Adults.
people in London, in England, as opposed to training Taiwanese people? Do you feel any difference? Is there any difference?
I think we
training?
all human beings.
Okay.
So we all have a really deep drive to be better person.
Okay.
I think that's the most important thing. So British, Chinese, or Taiwanese, we all the same. If we can learn something and make a change, we'd be happy.
All right.
Yeah. But the language barrier, I think that would be the challenge as well. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm sure you'll find now, whether it's
Thanks.
English or in Chinese. All right. Well, good luck. And looks like, Joseph, you've really got a lot of dreams, and I think you're very clear about your purpose in life. From thinking about how you were when you were younger, and now you're a changed man. And I'm sure
Thanks
Isabel has
to
been a great partner
wife,
in your
yeah.
life,
Yeah.
play a very important part in your life. Wow, it's really great having both of you on
Thank
my
you.
program, talking about your relationship and parenting. It's really great hearing you guys talking about it.
Yeah,
so
thank you very
thank
much
you
for
very much for
inviting
your
us.
time. Yeah,
we'll be
and
happy
good luck.
to
And
be here.
hope that you'll be successful in having that second child.
Thank you.
I think it's always good to have two better than one. Yeah. Thank you, Isabel. Thank you, Joseph.
Thank you,
Thank
Shirley.
you.
Okay.
Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you for watching In the Spotlight. I'm Shirley Lin.